Crystal. Oh, I love that intro so much, and it's been so long since I've seen it. Hey guys, time to chill out with Sub-Zero7, and welcome to Let's Play Pokémon Crystal, the sister version of the deeply popular and deeply beloved, and sometimes deeply divisive Generation 2, I don't know why. Released in 2001 for the Game Boy Color, this was the last game for that system from Pokémon, and I think it's probably the best version without question for Generation 2, not counting the remakes of Heart Gold and Soul Silver, which are objectively better. For a long time, this was my favorite game, and it was one of my earliest games that I ever had growing up. Crystal version introduces a lot, as Generation 2 as a whole does, but so many important things that a lot of people might take for granted come from this game specifically. And we're gonna see just why that is and how it got this way. Let's begin. First things first, options. We're gonna set the battle speed to fast, because text speed, we don't like it being medium speed. Let's go fast. Funnily enough, you have the option of mono sound or stereo sound. You might not even realize you can do this, but yeah, this is a thing in a Generation 2 game for the Game Boy Color. That's kind of nuts. I think we'll keep it like this just to see how it sounds. I'm curious. Let's begin. Brand new to Crystal version. Choosing between boy or girl. This was not an option in Generation 2 before this point. I'm a boy. What? Oh, you woke me up! Will you check the clock for me? What time is it? Garrett. Currently, at the time of this, it is 4. What? Day 4 o'clock? Yes, day 4. How many minutes? Well, currently speaking, let's see. Appears to be 34. Something like that. Whoa, 34 min, yes. Day 434, yikes, I overslept. Hello, sorry to keep you waiting. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People call me the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited by creatures that we call Pokemon. People in Pokemon live together by supporting each other. Some people play with Pokemon, some battle with them. But we don't know everything about Pokemon yet. There's still many mysteries to solve. That's why I study Pokemon every day. I've been doing it for 20 years and I still don't get everything. It's crazy. Now, what did you say your name was? Canonically speaking, this character has had a few names. Everyone always assumes his name was Gold, but it's actually Ethan. Yeah, it's a bit dumb. Now, in the anime, he's also known as Jimmy, which is a bit funnier, but I'm just gonna go with my normal name. Because this is what I did for Fire Red Leaf Green, and this game is canonically actually a sequel to the original Gen 1 games. Heart Gold Soul Silver acting as a sequel to Fire Red Leaf Green of sorts. Kyle, are you ready? Your very own Pokemon story is about to unfold. You'll face fun times and tough challenges. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go. I'll be seeing you later. It's good to be home. Again, I've not properly played through Crystal version in a long time, so this means a lot to me. This was my childhood game, and for a long time, I held it as my favorite game. It's the town map. Welcome to the Johto region, west of the Kanto region. A much different region as well, but we'll get into differences and such in due time. We do have our PC here. We could check it, but there's nothing in it for us, so don't bother. Now, if you had picked the female trainer, you would actually have wound up with Chris, who is unique to Crystal version. Heart Gold Soul Silver replaces her with Lyra. And I'll be honest, I think Chris looks better. But the cool thing is that they actually confirm both these characters exist and have not erased one from continuity. Pokemon Masters, the mobile phone game, confirms both characters can coexist. And I'm okay with that, actually. That's a lot nicer than I thought it'd be. Let's talk to Mom. Oh, Kyle. Our neighbor, Professor Elm, was looking for you. He said he wanted you to do something for him. Oh, I almost forgot. Your Pokegear is back from the repair shop. Here you go. The Pokegear, aka my phone. With Pokemon Gear, or just Pokegear, it's essential if you want to be a good trainer. Oh, the day of the week isn't set. You mustn't forget that. What day is it? It's Sunday, currently. Sunday, is it? Yep. Is it daylight saving time now? Yes. Yes, mother. 4:36 p.m. DST. Is that okay? Yes, yes it is. Come home to adjust your clock for daylight saving time. By the way, do you know how to use the phone? Yes, mother. Don't you just turn the Pokegear on and I was shut up! Force tutorials. Yuck. Now, unlike something like, say, Sun and Moon, the tutorial is like 10 seconds long. Doesn't matter. Hello, Kyle. I'm visiting. Have you heard? My daughter is adamant about becoming Professor Elm's assistant. She really loves Pokemon. And that's about all there is for us to do in our house. Let's get out. Welcome to New Bark Town. This is our starting point for our new adventure. Yo, Kyle. I heard Professor Elm discovered some new Pokemon. This game is canonically a sequel to Generation 1. Most Pokemon generations are actually not linked canonically by time. So keep that in mind. This is one of the few instances of that aside from Black and White and Black and White 2. New Bark Town. The town where the winds of a new beginning blow. It's a bit on the nose, don't you think? But I'll take it. And as a result of this game being a direct sequel as well, this game directly acknowledges, hey, we thought we knew every Pokemon. Turns out there was 100 more than we thought there was. Hi, Kyle. My husband's always so busy. I hope he's okay. When he's caught up in his Pokemon research, he even forgets to eat. Poor guy. When I grow up, I'm gonna help my dad. I'm gonna be a great Pokemon professor. Well, that's a good goal to shoot for, I think. We're just gonna explore around here a little bit because why not? There's places to check out. Pikachu is an evolved Pokemon. I was amazed by Professor Elf's findings. He's so famous for his research on Pokemon evolution. I wish I could be a researcher like him. Well, you could. Just takes practice and time. Let's get out of here. New Bark Town is about as basic of a town as you can get, so don't worry too much about talking to these NPCs. They're mostly here just to explain background stuff. Wow, your Pokegear is impressive. Did your mom get it for you? No. Anyways, let's see what this guy's talking about. So this is the famous Pokemon Elm Pokemon Lab. Pokemon Elm Pokemon Lab, no. Elm Pokemon Lab. What are you staring at? Disregard my grammatical errors. Well, sure thing, asshole. Alright, let's head in. Kyle! There you are. I needed to ask you a favor. I'm conducting new Pokemon research right now. I was wondering if you could help me out with it. You see, I'm writing a paper that I want to present at a conference. But there are some things I don't quite understand yet. So, I'd like you to raise a Pokemon that I recently caught. No. But please, I need your help. Fine, if you insist. Thanks, Kyle. You're a great help. When I announce my findings, I'm sure we'll delve a bit deeper into the many mysteries of Pokemon. You can count on it. Oh, hey, I got an email. Okay. Hey, listen. I have an acquaintance called Mr. Pokemon. The Mr. Pokemon? Johnny Pokemon? No, not that kind of person. He keeps finding weird things and raving about his discoveries. Anyway, I just got an email from him saying that this time it's real. It is intriguing, but we're busy with our Pokemon research. Wait! I know. Kyle, can you go in our place? I want you to raise one of the Pokemon containing these Pokeballs. You'll be that Pokemon's first partner, Kyle. Go on, pick one. Alright, same decision as it always is. Choice of 3. 3 different starters to choose from, and it's not the same as Generation 1, of course. No Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. Let's take a look at our options. First one, Cyndaquil, the fire Pokemon. Partner is very important, so think it over carefully. Number 2, Totodile, the water Pokemon. And of course, number 3, this trash can. The wrapper from the snack Professor Elmate is in here. No, not that. Option number 3, Chikorita. So you like Chikorita, the grass Pokemon? No. Think it over carefully. Your partner is important. Let's talk about these Pokemon more in depth, I think, because they deserve it. Starting with the grass starter, Chikorita. This Pokemon struggles in Generation 2. I know some people are very adamant saying Chikorita is good or it's better than people give it credit for, and it is in some circles, I will acknowledge that. This is a Pokemon that certainly got a lot better in time, but it is a pure grass type trying to be a very defensive Pokemon. Its defense is its priority with its stats, and its moves are built to show that, yeah, this thing wants to just sit there, take hits, heal up, and chip away at its opponents. Chikorita is not going to have a fun time in Johto because Johto is not a region that benefits grass types. There is a lot of Pokemon and a lot of gym leaders that will make you struggle because they either resist or are good against grass types. I don't recommend you use Chikorita in this region. You can if you want to, but that is my recommendation. Second, up to bat, is Cyndaquil, the fire starter. Fire is always a reliable type because fire is great for offense and actually only has a few weaknesses, less than grass does. Fire is uncommon in Johto as well, so this might be one of your only chances to get it, so if you really want a fire type, you might want to consider this. Cyndaquil is special in that it actually shares a same stat total as the Charmander family, with its same stats for its final evolution being the same as Charizard. The difference is that Cyndaquil will stay a pure fire type for its entire life, unlike Charizard, who becomes incredibly weak to rocks because he bothered to grow wings. Idiot. Cyndaquil, in my opinion, is the best option of the three to choose, so that's my recommendation. However, there is still the matter of the third starter, Totodile. Totodile is the traditional bulky water type. It's designed to take hits and give them back pretty hard as well. Normally that means it has beefy HP and some good defenses with some decent enough attack. However, Totodile is a bit odd in this generation because it is purely physical focused with its stats. Its final evolution likes to beat you down with physical attacks, but that doesn't benefit it due to its typing. Water type is a special type in this generation because pre-Generation 4, types determine whether or not a move is physical or special, and water, grass, and fire are all special attacks. Keep this in mind when you're selecting your Pokemon because you might wind up picking something that seems like it's powerful, but its moves won't benefit it. That's very important to remember. With all that said, I think we're going to pick Cyndaquil, but I'm going to do myself a favor first. I'm going to save. Saving, do not turn off the power. Kyle saved the game. Now why would I do that? Because we're checking something important with this. You'll take Cyndaquil, the fire Pokemon? Yes. I think that's a great Pokemon too. And we receive our first partner for the region. Give a nickname to the Cyndaquil you caught? Yes. Okay, good, it didn't happen. So, the reason why I saved before picking, new to this generation. Genders. Aside from the Nidoran family, Pokemon in Generation 1 did not have specified genders. Generation 2 makes it so most, if not all, Pokemon have genders. There are exceptions to this. But I wanted to make sure that I got myself a boy Cyndaquil, because my last attempt at doing this, I wound up with a female one somehow, which is uncommon, but I was not looking for one, sorry. As for a nickname, we're going to give it a name that's a bit personal to me. I don't know if anyone else is aware of this, but the old book series known as Warriors, which is about essentially cats imitating Native Americans, that I may or may not have dabbled in some writing involving that and Pokemon, and one of the most important parts of that was my main character, a Cyndaquil named Inferno. He'll wind up becoming renamed later, but I don't have the characters to get to the full name I want to call him, so we'll change his name as we go in terms of how I refer to him. Mr. Pokemon lives a little bit beyond Cherry Grove, the next city over. It's almost a direct route there, so you can't miss it. But just in case, here's my phone number. Call me if anything comes up. Do. Wonderful. If your Pokemon is hurt, you should heal it with this machine. Feel free to use it anytime. Kyle, I'm counting on you. I got it, bud. Let's go. Next up. Kyle, I want you to have this for your errand. And we receive potions. Potions are healing items. They're quite useful. Heal 20 HP on any Pokemon, so long as they're not fainted. There's only 2 of us, so we're always busy. You'd think he'd bother to hire more assistants, but no, he's just got the one. Anyways, let's move. Time to talk about a lot of things, because Generation 2 adds and or changes a lot of things compared to the first generation, and if you aren't familiar, a lot of things that Pokemon has as mainstays nowadays, you might take for granted. For one thing, area plaques. Yeah, that wasn't a thing until Crystal version. That didn't exist in Gen 1 or Gold and Silver, which is wild to me. I grew up on Crystal version. I did not play Gold and Silver for the longest time, so this is crazy to me. Pokemon hide in the grass. Who knows when they'll pop out? Now, I know we just did bios for the starters. I've done Fire Red Leaf Green in the past. I'm going to tell you this right now. We're going to do more bios, but we're not going to do them yet, because we don't have a way to catch Pokemon right now. So it won't benefit you too much anyway. Instead, we're going to get into the tall grass and run to our first encounter. Hi, Pidgey. There we go. Tackle it. Now, starting out, all 3 of your starters will likely only have 2 moves, usually an attacking move and a status move. In this case, Leer, which will lower the opponent's defense, and Tackle, which is my basic normal attack. Battles are pretty self-explanatory, turn-based order, critical hit, nice. That does double damage if I land a critical hit. And defeating Pokemon gets you experience that you can use to level up. Wow, 2 crits in a row, nice. That's actually pretty impressive. Let's go Inferno. Yeah, I said his name was Inferno. That's a reference to an old story that I wrote that was Warriors and Pokemon. It's a bit awkward to talk about that. But if you know the Warriors series, you know they always started as like sort of apprentices with Paw as their last part of their name. Then they get a different word for it, and if they're leader of their clan, they get Star. You could either refer to him as Inferno or Inferno Paw. I'm gonna stick with Inferno because it's easier to say. Now, this area, Route 29, this is the start of our adventure. There's a couple Pokemon here. We're not gonna likely see most of them because, new to this game, the day and night cycle. Something that was not a feature at all in Gen 1, and pretty impressive for Generation 2. So much so that it wasn't in Generation 3. Oops. Yeah, it's not really a feature you get to look forward to in all the games, but it's really cool that it's here, and it's a very impressive system as well, because that's why they ask you why the clock was set up. And Hell items are also a new feature. Inferno recovered using a berry. He was holding that the whole time, and in doing so, he recovered 10 health when his health dropped below half. Quite a nifty little feature. And there's a lot of little things like that that are brand new to this generation because, let's be real, Gen 1 was held together with duct tape and hope. But a lot of new things and features were added for Gen 2 specifically. It's kind of wild how good this gen is compared to the first generation in terms of what they fixed or added. And we learned Smokescreen, a very useful move that lowers the opponent's accuracy or how well their moves or how often their moves will hit you. I want to take a break, so I saved to record my progress. Yep, saving is important. Always remember to save. Don't be a Dave. Let's head down this way. Now, tall grass is usually the only spot you'll run into wild Pokemon, but there are other spots. Sentret, wow, kind of rare to see you. This is a bit of a less common encounter than Pidgey, but that's not a bad thing. Tackle it. Gonna tackle me a couple times, that's fine, because I can just easily wail on you. And one more hit should finish you off. And yeah, tall grass normally is the spot you'll run into wild Pokemon, but there's other places you'll run into them too. Namely, water sources and inside of caves, but we won't be seeing at least one of those for a little bit. And of course, let's head over this way to check out this tree. It seems a bit suspicious. Press A. It's a fruit-bearing tree. Hey, it's berry! We obtained a berry. That replaces the one we just lost. I'm waiting for Pokemon that'll appear only at night. And yes, day and night cycle can influence encounter rates, and goddammit. This is gonna be a common thing, isn't it? Oh well. Luckily, we don't have to fight every Pokemon we see. If we wanted to, we could ditch. And we're going to ditch. Run! There is a lot of nuance to how Pokemon grow and develop in this game, but we'll get into that piece by piece. See those ledges? It's scary to jump off of them, but you can go to Newbark without walking through the grass. Or you can't go to Newbark without walking through the grass. Yeah. You gotta do at least a little bit. Or, sorry. Newbark you can get to if you just hop over the ledges. Cherry Grove, you kind of need the grass a little bit. Well, welcome to Cherry Grove. This is our second big city. Not counting Newbark, or I guess second main town. You're a rookie trainer, aren't you? I can tell. That's okay. Everyone is a rookie at some point. If you'd like, I can teach you a few things. You know what? Why not? It's the first episode. Okay then, follow me. And the music changes. This is a Pokemon Center. They heal your Pokemon at no time at all. You'll be relying on them a lot, so you better learn about them. This is Pokemon Mart. They sell balls for catching wild Pokemon and other useful items. Route 30 is out this way. Trainers will be battling their prized Pokemon there. This is the sea, as you can see. But some Pokemon are found only in water. Yep, that's what I was talking about earlier. Water is a very important place to find Pokemon. And last but not least, here, it's my house. Thanks for your company. Let me give you a small gift. Always make sure you talk to this guy because he gives you the map card, which goes into your Pokegear. Now you can easily see where you are in the Johto world map as any time you want. Pokegear becomes more useful as you add cards. I wish you luck on your journey. And inside he goes. When you're with Pokemon, going anywhere is fun. I would agree with that, honestly. Man, the world would be a much nicer place if we had Pokemon. Pokemon gain experience in battle and change their form. That is true. Pokemon change? I would be shocked if one did that. Oh, you're in for a rude awakening, lady. But yeah, Pokemon Center and Mart. He actually lied to you a little bit in regards to the Mart. The Pokemart will not be selling Pokeballs currently. It will in due time, but not just yet. We're going to stop by the Pokemon Center first because I want to heal up. Just talk to Nurse Joy here and she will always take your Pokemon and fully heal them of any status ailments or issues and maximize their health and HP. Or health and PP, I should say, which is their moves. Quite nice. Let's take another chat with the old man and see what he's got to tell us. When I was a wee lad, I was a hotshot trainer. Here's a word of advice. Catch lots of Pokemon. Treat them all with kindness. It's very important you do that, actually, because kindness is a factor in things in this generation. Mr. Pokemon's house is still further up ahead. Well, that's good to know. There is a few important spots around here. You're trying to see how good you are as a Pokemon trainer? You better visit the Pokemon gyms all over Johto and collect badges. Well, maybe. When I get older, I'm gonna be a gym leader. I make my Pokemon battle with my friends to make them tougher. I mean, yeah, that is how you do it. That is how you do the do. And in regards to the mart, it's important to talk to this guy. When I was walking in the grass, a bug Pokemon poisoned my Pokemon. I just kept going, but then my Pokemon fainted. You should keep an antidote with you. Very good advice. Antidote is helpful. They're fresh out of Pokeballs. When will they get more of them? Yep, pretty much. Don't worry about getting Pokeballs right now. You'll get them in due time, just not yet. But heading up here, we get to Route 30. More tall grass that we gotta navigate, but that's not too big of a deal. Because encounters are not that scary around us, especially if they're Caterpies. Bug types. These guys are pushovers if you have a fire move. They're kind of a pain if you're a grass type if they have bug moves, but they don't, so you're fine. Just casually bump into it full sprint. You'll probably be fine against these things, I'm gonna be honest. Now, I mentioned status ailments a little bit. There's a couple status ailments your Pokemon can get stuck with. Some of them will linger outside of battle and can be a big issue for you. Those are poison, paralysis, burning, frozen, and sleep. Sleep you'll wake up from in due time, same with frozen, that'll take a while. Paralysis, poison, and fire will stick with you, and poison will linger and affect your Pokemon while you're walking in the overworld. This can be bad because your Pokemon can faint from poison in this generation. They changed that later so it'll survive on 1 health at the end, but they will not do that in this generation. You gotta be careful. Another fruit-bearing tree, so we can take another berry for our troubles. Easy enough. And let's head in here. You know, Pokemon eat berries. Well, my Pokemon get healthier by eating a berry. Here, I'll share one with you. And we get another berry. Wonderful. Hey, you want to play Eat the Berry? Sure. What's the prize? Another berry. Oh, boy. Oh, sorry if my voice sounds a little bit hoarse. This is, to be blunt, this is not the first time I've tried recording today, and hopefully this is the last time, because recording snafus are never fun, is what I'm going to tell you. Just walk out over this way. Get ourselves a held item right here. It is an antidote. And that doesn't work, it's a music cutout. Let's talk with this guy. Mr. Pokemon's house? It's a bit farther ahead. You mean like over this way? No, he actually doesn't. These two kids are in the middle of a battle. Go, Rattata! Tackle! What? This is a big battle. Leave me alone. Yeah, these two are going to be blocking that way, so don't bother. Instead, head to the right. Mr. Pokemon's house, straight ahead. Well, nice of him to put a sign up for just his house. It's a bit facetious, don't you think? That might be the wrong word now that I think about it, but here we are. Before we do anything, grab this berry too, because it's another one for our troubles, the Pigeon Cure Berry. It restores your PlayStation Network. No, this cures you from poison if the Pokemon is holding it. You can use it on them, but they'll eat it automatically if they're carrying it. Pokemon only use certain held items that they have if they are berries, so keep that in mind. Not all of them will affect them in that regard. Hello, hello! You must be Kyle. Professor Elm said that you would visit. This is what I want Professor Elm to examine. And we receive Mystery Egg. I know a couple who run a daycare service. They give me that egg. I was intrigued, so I sent mail to Professor Elm. For Pokemon evolution, Elm is the authority. Even Professor Oak here recognizes that. If my assumption is correct, Professor Elm will know it. Aha! So you're Kyle. I'm Oak, a Pokemon researcher. I was just visiting my old friend, Mr. Pokemon. I heard you were running an errand for Professor Elm, so I waited here. Oh, what's this? A rare Pokemon? Let's see. I see. I understand why Professor Elm gave you a Pokemon for this errand. To researchers like Professor Elm and I, Pokemon are our friends. He saw that you would treat your Pokemon with love and care. Ah! You seem to be dependable. How would you like to help me out? See? This is the latest version of the Pokédex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Riveting, I know. You young kids and your encyclopedic love. But we received the Pokédex. Go meet many kinds of Pokemon and complete that Pokédex. But I've stayed too long. I have to get to Goldenrod for my usual radio show. Kyle, I'm counting on you. You returning to Professor Elm? Here, your Pokemon should have some rest. Mr. Pokemon will automatically heal us up, which is quite appreciated. I'm depending on you. And I don't know about you, but I think that sounds like a pretty good stopping point. Because we've made pretty good progress. We just obtained our Pokedex, which gives us insight into Pokemon we've seen. Cyndaquil, the fire mouse, the fire that spouts from its back, burns hottest when it's angry, the flaring flames intimidate foes. And specifically that we've owned, because since we've caught Cyndaquil, we get the description. We didn't catch a Pidgey, so we don't know much about it. Ugh. My throat's killing me already. That's a good sign. Got our map updated. We got a bunch of places to go. We got things to do. Let's head back to Professor Elm's next time, though. Next time on Let's Play Pokemon Crystal, we're going to head back to New Bark Town and see what Professor Elm can do with this mysterious egg. Until next time, ice out.